All right, let's dive into something really special today. We're talking about a toolkit that's built not for coders, but for artists. For you, the composer, the performer, who has ideas and needs a way to give them life, in a way that's dynamic, evolving, and completely personal.
You know that feeling, right? You've got that spark, that little fragment of a melody, a rhythm, a texture that's just living in your head. And the biggest hurdle, always, is how do you get it from your imagination into the real world, into actual sound without losing that magic along the way?
But here's the thought. What if the goal isn't just to perfectly copy that idea? What if you could plant it like a seed and watch it grow? Create a system where your music can develop in ways you didn't expect, where it can actually surprise you, almost like it's a living thing. That's the whole world of generative music.
Now, to get there, you don't have to become some master programmer. You just need a bridge. Or maybe think of it as a creative partner, something that speaks the language of both your artistry and the technology. And that is exactly where this amazing toolkit called Pdida comes in.
So what is Pdida? Think of it as this incredible, curated set of tools, all built to work within the powerful open-source world of Puredata. But the key is, it's designed to free you, the artist, from all the nitty-gritty complex stuff, so you can just focus on what you do best, creating music.
Here's a great way to think about it. You could try to build a car starting with just a pile of raw metal. Or you could walk into a fully stocked workshop that has the engines, the custom parts, everything you need, all ready for you to start assembling your vision. Pdida is that workshop. It gives you these powerful little black boxes, pre-built modules that do all the heavy lifting for you so you can get from idea to sound fast.
And this quote right here gets to the absolute heart of it. This isn't about the tool telling you what to do. It's about the tool asking you, what do you want to do? The only real limit here is your own imagination.
So, how does this actually work? Well, the whole process is designed to feel natural, like an artistic journey. It breaks down into these 4 key stages. Let's start right at the beginning.
First things first, every piece of music needs a pulse, a heartbeat. And we're not just talking about setting a tempo here. This is about creating the rhythmic soul of your piece, the engine that's going to drive everything else. It's the clockwork that makes the whole system tick.
This is that core impulse. It's the engine that powers everything that's about to happen.
And what's so cool is how these tools let you go way beyond a simple click track. With something like RR ratio, you can create these beautiful, complex polyrhythms just from simple numbers. Or with RR sequi, you can build these intricate, evolving patterns. You're not just picking a time signature, you're literally inventing a new kind of heartbeat for your music.
Okay, let's build on that. We have our rhythm. Our pulse is beating. Now we need the stuff that melodies and harmonies are made of. We need to generate some raw material.
So this is where you start creating sequences of numbers, but using really interesting concepts. You can use RR Brownian to create these wandering, beautifully unpredictable paths. Or RR Chain lets you build a kind of musical DNA that evolves as it goes. You can even take one tiny melodic seed and use RR Motiva to help it blossom into a whole theme.
But hold on. Right now, all we have are streams of numbers. They're just data. And numbers aren't music. Not yet. To turn them into notes, you have to give them a context. You need a map.
And this is the magic trick. This is where the translation happens. A tool like RR Mappa Plus acts like your musical GPS. It takes all those raw numbers and maps them perfectly onto any scale you can dream up. Major, minor, pentatonic, or something totally weird and wonderful you invented yourself. This is where abstract data finally becomes music. So we have a rhythm and we have a sequence of notes, but what does it actually sound like? Now it's time to give our idea a voice, to get into the world of timbre and texture and the actual character of the sound.
This is that incredible moment where your abstract idea finally gets to, well, to sing or whisper or roar. It finds its physical voice, and you have this whole sonic playground at your fingertips. You can sculpt those rich, complex, metallic tones with RFMZ. You can get that really organic, resonant sound of a plucked string with RK+. You can build these warm, evolving pads, or give everything space and depth with echo. The point is, you're not just scrolling through presets.
You're building a unique voice from scratch.
Now, to make all this super intuitive, Pdida has the simple, brilliant naming system. It's like a secret language for the workshop. If you see that RR prefix, you know it's one of these special Pdida tools. If it ends in an A, that's a signal that it's waiting for you to customize it. And my favorite part, that little tilde symbol, tilde, that tells you this object makes sound. It's a simple code that lets you stay focused on creating, not decoding.
Okay, so we've walked through the whole journey. We've crafted a heartbeat, we've found a melodic path, we've given it a unique voice. There's just one last step, bringing it all together, listening to what we've made, and capturing it.
And to wrap it all up, the Toolkit gives you those last essential pieces. You know, tools to get the sound to your speakers and, most importantly, an object like RR Record Zoom that lets you record your living, breathing, generative performance straight to a file. Your fleeting creation becomes a permanent work of art.
And what you get at the end of all this is one singular, unrepeatable performance. It's a piece of music that started with your idea, but it was allowed to live and evolve through this amazing system you built. It's a sound that is 100% uniquely yours.
See, Pdida doesn't give you answers. It gives you a much more interesting set of questions and an incredible workshop to go explore them in. It hands you the tools to build that bridge from your imagination to sound. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?